Watches are not only a passion, they can also represent a safe investment. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Good morning, watch collectors from all over the world. Today we go back talking about Rolex, and we do it with one of the most useful and indispensable books that I always suggest to all my customers and followers. The Rolex Encyclopedia, written by my family. And well, yes, it looks like a bit of advertisement. That's true, absolutely, and you can find it at mondanibooks.com, but I really mean it. These three book sets represent a sort of Bible about Rolex. You can find everything from the creation of the name Rolex until the very last days. You can discover everything about the entire Rolex production. For example, today on my desk I have very interesting watches, some very rare ones, and I want to start talking about the watch I am wearing on my wrist today, the very rare Rolex Dato Compax reference 6036. And here in my book, the volume 1 of the Rolex Encyclopedia, you can read everything about it. So you will discover that it was produced in 1951 and that only 144 examples were produced in rose gold. In the volume 1, we can read: Rolex creates in 1951 a new Dato Compax waterproof model with reference 6036 two-body case, produced until 1955 in stainless steel and 18 karats gold. We can read about the reference 6036 in a 1954 Rolex catalog, and then I let you discover it. Then, going on with the Rolex production, we go to the volume number 2, and we can discover everything about some of the most iconic models. For example, have you ever heard about the Rolex Daytona Paul Newman? I guess you did. So here I have the Paul Newman reference number 6239, which was the real Paul Newman's Paul Newman, the one that was sold at auction by Phillips for $17 million. This is not the example of Paul Newman, of course, it's our watch. But in the book, you can read everything about it. You can read how it comes, the name Paul Newman, the characteristic of the dials, the dates of production, and much more. Another iconic watch that I have on my desk today is the famous red sub, the Submariner 1680, with the inscription Submariner in red. Here in the volume 2 of the Rolex Encyclopedia, you will read that we can find 6 different marks of this watch, meaning 6 different dial variations. Each of them has a different price and has different characteristics. So very important to have knowledge today, because the market of vintage Rolexes is complicated, okay? You can find many good watches, but also many bad watches, and you need to be informed. You need to have reliable information before buying one. It is very, very important. You also know that on my Instagram account, Giorgia Mondani, you can contact me anytime and ask for advices and suggestions. I'm always at your disposal. So feel free to contact me before buying a very important watch, because we have to check that everything has to be okay. Meaning same period, and all the parts need to be correct. Let's have a look at a more contemporary production in the volume 3 of the Rolex Encyclopedia. On my desk you can see some outstanding models. You can see the Serachrome Daytona, you can see the new Submariner Smurf in white gold with blue bezel and black dial. You can see the famous Daytona John Mayer, reference number 116508, yellow, gold and green dial, and the Oyster Perpetual with the so-called Tiffany dial. Here in the book you can see everything about the more recent production, from very rare models such as the Sea Dweller Polizia di Stato, produced in a very limited number of examples for the diving section of the Italian police, to the most popular models such as the Rolex Hulk, produced in 2010, and until the very recent models until the last year, 2022, where we can see all Rolex novelties. Together with the book, we can find the updated estimates of all Rolex watches. Very important to be updated on the price. You can see all these and much more in the Rolex Encyclopedia. Sorry if I repeat it many times, but I really believe this is a must-have for every Rolex collector and aficionado. mondanibooks.com. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Giorgia Mondani. Speak to you soon.